So economic assumptions. So when I talk about assumptions, these are things you think that are true, but you don't have evidence for it. That's what assumptions mean. That things that you think are true, but you don't have any proof to say it is true. That's an assumption. I assume that, assuming that it is like that. I assume it is like that, but you can't prove it. There's nothing to prove. There's nothing you have to prove that it is true, but you feel it is like that. That is what assumption is. Do you get the point? Yes. Okay. Then, they said economy is a social science that studies how individuals make decisions about the allocation of scarce resources. It often uses economic models to help predict the behavior of variables. And when I talk about variables, variables are, I'm reading the getting started there. Variables are things that affect the situation of what cannot be changed. That is variables, like this thing and this thing. When they come together, this is what we get. These are variables. So in using these models, economists are required to make some assumptions. That means about the behavior of individuals. That means we have to make assumptions about how people think. Oh, that's how she behaves. Oh, that's how he behaves. I think so. So it's an assumption. You're not sure, but you assume that that is how he behaves or that's how she behaves. Do you understand? So economists, they allow you to use models to illustrate how people behave. So now we just go to straight down to underlying assumptions in economics. Are you there? Yes. So when making economic decisions, individuals are usually faced with limitations in getting started above. Okay, so one thing is this, because there's always scarcity. We talked about that before. Mm-hmm. So because there's always scarcity, we have to take decisions. We have to make decisions. So whenever we have to take these decisions, we are faced with limitations. We are faced with limited resources. Oh, I need to do something. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to do this. You cannot do everything at a time. So that means you are faced with limitations. That means you cannot do everything at once. There is no opportunity for you to do everything at the same time. Do you get the point there? Yeah. Okay. So that's why I say we are faced with decision making. So what can we do? We have to take decisions. That brings us to about being rational. They said this is rational because rationality means you have to make a decision based on your belief that things are fine. That if you take this decision, it will be beneficial to you. So you take a rational decision when you feel or you understand that the decision you are taking will be beneficial to you. Do you get the point I'm making? So you are a rational consumer because you are taking a decision based on the fact that whatever decision you take will be beneficial to you. That means you are taking a decision that is good for you. Do you get the point here? All right. So that takes us to rationality. So for rationality, what does this do? These are decisions made based on clear thoughts or reasons. Now we go to assumptions. So assumptions in economics, assumptions about rationality. Yeah, for consumers, they said consumers aim to maximize benefit. Are you there? Yeah. When making economic decisions, economists assume that consumers will always choose a course of action that gives them the greatest satisfaction. So for consumers, whatever we have to take decisions about, we take decision based on the fact that as soon as we take the decision, then we consume it, it will satisfy us. So our decision is based on our satisfaction. That means as soon as we decide on this thing is going to make us happy. So consumers do not take decisions just to take decisions. They want to take decisions based on the fact that at the end of the decision taking, they will be happy with it. That's for consumers. Do you get the point I'm making here? Yes. So I said economists assume that consumers will always choose a course of action that gives them great satisfaction. So with consumers, we only want to take decisions based on the fact that it will satisfy us. We will be happy with it. Do you understand? Okay. So this means consumers will base their consumption of price on price and quality. So for consumers, we want to buy at a lower price and a quality product, yes or no? So being able to afford the product and it gives quality, that means you are satisfied. So quality product and affordable price makes us satisfied. Do you understand? Yes. So that's for consumers. Is it clear? Yeah. For businesses aim to maximize their profit. So businesses, I've summarized both consumers here. So for businesses, they choose the highest. For businesses, yeah, okay. For businesses aim to maximize their profit. How? I wrote, they choose the highest price possible in the market, which the market can stand. They were able to maximize revenue. So for businesses, everything there is also about how they maximize profit. They maximize profit if they are able to choose the highest price that consumers are able to pay in the market. Do you understand? Yes. For consumers, it is about lower price and quality products. For producers, they think about, to maximize profit for producers, they have to sell at the highest possible price. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes. Okay. So we go to reasons why consumers may not always maximize their profit, maximize their benefits. Are you there? Yes. So I summarized it already. I wrote, consumers, one of the reasons why consumers might not maximize their benefit is that they overestimate the benefit of consumption. They think more that, oh, buying this thing will give them more benefits, which is not. Do you understand what I'm saying? This might be as a result of them not getting information about what they are buying. You know, when you don't have full information about what you want to buy, you might think it is better, which it might not be. And you might think it is worse, which it might not be. Do you get the point I'm making here? So there's lack of information. That's lack of information. Hold on. Due to lack of information. Due to lack of information. Are you with me? So because consumers, they lack information about what they are buying, they might overestimate the benefit or underestimate the benefit. So if they overestimate the benefit, they will buy more, which is not good for them. If they underestimate the benefit, they will buy less, which is not good for them. Do you understand the first point here? So the second point, consumers might have an habit of purchasing that do not allow them to rationally decide if to buy or not to buy. So the second point here is that consumers, some people, they have that habit of buying. Oh, some top is what I like. Every now and then I want to buy something. You just want to buy it. Even you like it at that time or you don't want it at that time, you want to buy. That is because you have come up, you are attached, you are addicted to buying it. So it does not make you to think before you buy anymore, because you just want to buy it. And every time you see it, you want to buy it. So that means that you are not even satisfied with it. So you are buying it irrationally. Your decision is irrational because you are not buying because of satisfaction. You are buying because you are addicted to buying it. That's the second point. Did you get it? Yes. Addiction. That's addiction. You know, it's possible, right? The third point, consumers might be influenced by behaviors of others. You might start buying because your friends are buying. You don't need it, but because your friends are buying, you just want to buy it too. Do you get it? So those are the reasons why consumers might not be able to maximize their benefits when they consume products. Is it clear? So that takes us to the activity one. So PandaCheck is a Chinese price comparison website, like price comparison websites all over the world. They help consumers to find the cheapest deals when shopping online. The website is designed to help online shoppers find the best prices, search for current promotions, and learn some tips and tricks when ordering goods from China. For example, if you wanted to buy a battery for an Asus laptop computer, you would type Asus laptop battery into the search engine and click on the search button. You would then see a list of price charges charged by all the Chinese online shops that stock the product. The user can change the order of the list, but most people would probably want the list to show the cheapest suppliers at the top. Each listing gives a description of the product written by the supplier. This extra information may help consumers in their selection. So PandaCheck is an online comparison website that you can check different prices for goods before you buy them. You understand? So the first question says, what is meant by a rational consumer? So I wrote, a rational consumer is a consumer whose decision is about maximizing benefit on consumption. A rational consumer is a consumer whose decision is about maximizing benefit when he or she is consuming. So he wants to maximize benefit when it consumes a product. That is a rational consumer. Is it clear? The second question says, how will Panda Check help consumers to maximize their benefits? So I wrote, Panda Check will help consumers to maximize their benefit by, one, helping them to find the cheapest deals when shopping online. They'll be able to know the cheapest deal, like the lowest price when they want to shop. And do you get the point here? And two, it provides them with extra information which could help their decision making. They'll be able to know which one of the products has better quality because the description is written on the website. Do you understand? That's question 2. So question 3, discuss one reason why a consumer may fail to maximize their benefits when making a purchase. So I said consumer might fail to maximize their benefit if, one, their decisions are based on influence of others. So they took decision not because they want to take decision. They took the decision because their friends are taking decision. You won't be able to maximize your benefit. It's just one. I wrote 2. The other one is that they overestimate the benefit of consuming the product due to lack of information. Due to lack of information. Yes, you can get this. Yeah, sure.
That in the IGCSE.
They will give you.
And then you will say.
Yeah. Is it clear?
Yes.
All right. That's question 3. Any question about that?
No.
So go to reasons why producers. Are you there? Reasons why producers of the business might be influenced by some of the reasons why producers may always maximize their profits. Now we're talking about producers. We've talked about consumers. So for producers, they always want to maximize profit. Are you with me?
Yes.
So what are the reasons why producers might not be able to maximize profit? Number 1, the performance of the business might be influenced by some of the employees in the organization. You know, the owners of the business, they want to make profit, yes or no? But they have employees, they have workers that work with them. So if the objective of the workers are different from the objective of the owners, they won't be able to maximize profit. For example, the manager or maybe the salesperson. For salesperson, it's not about profit. They want to sell. So the number of what they sell is how they make money. It's not the profit make. You know, there's a difference between sales and profit. When, as a salesperson, you just want to sell more volume. You want to sell like 1,000 quantities. Even if it is at a lower price, you don't care. You just want to sell 10,000, 1,000 quantities. So, but for owners of the business, selling at a lower price to increase volume of the sales is not good for the business. They will make less profit. Yes or no? So, do you get my point here? Because the objective of the employees are different from the objective of the owners, owners might not be able to maximize profit. The objective of the employees is to maximize sale, while the objective of the owners is to maximize profit. So they are different objectives. So, and employees are the ones that work with the business, not the owners. So if the objective of the employees are different, then the owners will not be able to make profit. That's the first point. The second point, some owners of the business might have their important objective that might have other important objectives than profit. Not all businesses want to make profit. They might have other objectives, like maybe they want to expand their business, maybe they want to increase their market share. Do you understand? So maybe they want sustainability. They want to continue the operations. They don't want to shut down. Do you understand? So they might have other objectives than profit. That's why they don't want to maximize profit. Is it clear? Yeah. The third point, some businesses are operating as charities. Some businesses are not, they are not business, they are not commercial. They don't want to make profit. They are charities. They want to help humanity. They are businesses, but they want to help humanity. They are not for profit making. They don't want to make profit. There are some businesses like that. There are some organizations. They are organizations, but they are not for profit. They just want to help people. They want to help the vulnerable. That is their own. So they don't want to maximize profit.
How do they work?
How do they raise money, right? Through donations. They donate for them. Is it clear? So the last point is that businesses might lack information on their production. Businesses, they might also lack information. So if they lack information, then they won't be able to take decision that is right for the business. So these are the reasons why a business might not always maximize profit. Is it clear? So that takes us to the multiple choice questions. Question 1. Which of the following would help consumers and producers to maximize their benefits and profits respectively? Lower prices, access to more information, improved transport network, better quality products.
D.
No. Access to more information. I just said it now.
Right.
Information for consumers will allow them to take decisions. It will allow them not to, it will make them not to overestimate or underestimate benefit. Information for producers will allow them to take right decisions at the right time. So the answer is B. Question 2. Which of the following is a reason why consumers may not maximize their benefit? Consumers may not maximize their benefit.
D.
C. Some consumers may develop buying habits that are hard to give up. They are addicted to something, so they can't stop.
Yeah.
Even if they are not enjoying it anymore, they like to buy it. Maximizing profit. Anna Swimwear. Anna Swimwear runs a small company that manufactures swimwear. Most of her sales are made online to individual consumers. However, in 2015, she received an order of 3,000 swimsuits from a retailer 100 kilometers away. She accepted the order and agreed to deliver the swimsuit herself. However, Anna needs to hire a van for 24 hours. In order to make the delivery, she contacted 3 budget van hire companies and gathered the following information. So these are the information she gathered. So let's go to the question before we go to the other case study. They said, calculate the total cost of Anna of hiring a van for 24 hours from each of the van hiring company. So we need to calculate the total cost. So the total cost for van A. Okay. So the total cost for van A for fee is $40, right?
Yes. For
the distance, 5 cents per kilometer, and it's covering 100 kilometers. So it is 5 multiplied by 100. That is 500 cents. 500 cents, which is $5. 100 cents is $1. 500 cents is $5. Is it clear? Yes. So that's $5, and the insurance is $12. So the cost for this is 40 plus 5 plus 12, which is 57 for van A. Is it clear? Yes. For van B, there's no charges on this